The hammock is a metaphor for living the life of your dreams. So that could be doing the work that you love. It could be by the poolside. It could be somewhere tropical. It's just wherever people are in their dreams. I wanted a way to bring dreams to reality. So I call myself a dream synergist. So it really is helping their whole dream come true, whether it's travel, business, fitness, love, relationships, spirituality.
I guess I wasn't as aware as specific things were coming true. It was more of a feeling that I realized all of a sudden. It's like I designed this life that I wanted on my terms, and oh my gosh, I think about it, I'm there. Like, so I reflected, and through the reflection I realized all this stuff came true.
Many people are what, you hear like they're asleep at the wheel, they wake up, they get the coffee, they make their lunch, they go to work, they have the same conversations and they watch TV and they go to bed and they just do it over and over. That is not living by design.
Now I can help other people design their life and celebrate with them when they get there. I have done some vision boarding with autistic young adults, and to see them put their vision down on a vision board, it's just amazing.
Okay, this boat drove by, right? While I'm making this video, and I have that boat on my vision board. I literally have that boat on my vision board. I think I just saw it.
I went into this corporate company one day, and at the end of it, when people present their boards, he kind of said, this is the only contemplative time I've had, other than the few minutes I take my daughter to school every morning, to really focus on myself and my family. And he got a little bit choked up about it when he said it. Those are beautiful moments for me, that people can understand the power of these vision boards. And when they start to see their dreams come true, they know it's real.
What does that feel like for you? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about going to work every day? What are the things that will be brought into your life because you have this job of your dreams? How will it impact your family? So all of those things. So when we tied the emotion to it, she created the most amazing vision board, and she was just so pleased with it by the time she left. And I've seen her in the meantime, and she always tells me about how the things on her vision board are happening and how excited she is about that.
For me, Janet, I was thinking, people are always asking for advice from me or to run something past me and want to get my ideas about things. And I very often speak about affirmations, law of attraction, what I have for my morning routine. And I thought, this is a great way for me to fold into what I'm looking to do in my coaching business. I built an entire module in my coaching program on vision boarding, specifically for that, escape from corporate America and how are you going to design your life. And I thought, if somebody doesn't pay my full rate and join my whole entire 12-week program, maybe I could have smaller, just vision boarding sessions, and they can be for men and women, and they can be whatever. It doesn't have to be somebody designing a vision board to escape corporate America. That's very niche. But getting certified kind of made me feel like I had the credentials to put out into the universe to say, how could I help you?
I would agree with that, anybody can do a vision board, right? That's what people think. And so having a level of credibility was important to me. Also the shared wisdom and knowledge. And when you talk about vision boards here locally, everybody knows Janet is the vision board person, right? So, and even when I've done joint sessions with her, and I share that, Janet's going to be there, everybody's like, oh, Janet's going to be there, right? So it's really exciting. So she has a really great reputation, but the credibility was important, especially when we wanted to break into doing this with businesses, that entrepreneurs, and also we did a couple of sessions with like an HR team, and they were doing strategic planning. So I felt like having the certification as a piece of that holds us to a higher standard, but also businesses were more inclined to sign us up for strategic planning. The one that we did, which was a large not-for-profit organization here in Albany, had new leadership, and for the people and culture portion of the organization. And it was important for her to get everybody on board with her, and not just her strategic plan, but a strategic plan for the people and culture portion of the organization. And they already had an existing team, so she was the newbie. So, and they had different divisions under her. So she decided to do a vision board program that we tied in with strengths work that I do. I do work through via strengths, and identifies people's core values. So we took the core values of the individuals, the values of the organization, and we put the teams together, and they created vision boards for each of their departments. And then we created one big one. So it's kind of hard to describe, but so each department had a vision board, so they knew what their individual contributions were. And then we put a whole one together for the people and culture side of the organization. So everybody had buy-in on their level, and then we had the broader buy-in, and it helped them create the strategic plan for the following year. There was a lot of commonalities, but then there were a lot of differences. And then people also learned a little bit about each of the different teams, and it made sense to them why things were happening, or why things had to be a certain way, when they realized how each one of them were impacted to get to that common goal. So it was really a cool experience.
The biggest question is, how can I do it? You have to be ready when the universe gives you the things that you want.